Hello and welcome back to Brax will let you know, where we're using voices in this world for the change we need in the world. So today I really wanted to start talking about, honestly, wow, I'm at a loss for words. Let me gather my thoughts and let's start again. I feel as though lately I've been battling mentally with the stuff I've been learning about within this world, especially as a sociology major slash women and gender studies minor. Just learning truths about this world from people's experiences, many people who have been oppressed or marginalized throughout their lives, whose voices were buried underground. And so lately just hearing stories and facts and truths within this world has been not necessarily weighing me down, but I'm like, dang, what the heck? This world is crazy. So I think that's kind of what sparked me today, talking about this and just wanting to express myself and just start a conversation with you all and dissecting this world that we live in. So I am in a class called Sociology of Media, and lately we have just been diving into the depths of media and learning about basically how it's constructed and how media shapes literally our entire lives, and what we consume is basically sometimes what we become. So today we watched a 2010 documentary called The Mean World Syndrome, which was basically talking about how violence is portrayed in the media, and they were trying to understand if watching violence motivated someone to do violent acts, which has been a theory for many people. But someone named George Gerbner actually took this one step further. Gerbner's theory basically highlighted that seeing more violence ultimately made one more afraid of being victimized, being afraid of having violent acts upon you, and ultimately just being afraid of the world, as depicting it as more violent as it actually is, as more violent than we think the world is. So ultimately just being fearful of the world around us, being fearful for ourselves, our friends, family, and everything. Ultimately just creating this bubble of fear. And so I thought that was a really cool theory, which basically ties into media. And so they stress this a lot on the documentary, and once again, the documentary is called The Mean World Syndrome, which can be found on Canopy.com, which is a whole world of documentaries. Is beautiful. But yes, so if you're interested, please check that out. But basically it ties us back into this whole thing of media. I decided to actually do some of my own research and look at the crime rates and see if they have dropped as suggested or as highlighted within the documentary. And so here you can see that the crime rates have dropped drastically. And so I thought that was extremely interesting, because all that's portrayed in media, all that's portrayed in news is violence and crime and hatred within this world, which no doubt definitely there, but it is producing, as theorized by Gerbner, it is producing fear within our world. The film shares that about 2/3 of Americans actually use their local news as their primary news. I also done some research myself from Pew Research Center, and it also talked about news in that regard. In the film, it said that about 61% of all lead stories actually involved devastating crimes, killings, murders, disasters, just negative stuff. And if we're consuming this so often, this is all we are perceiving the world to be, which ultimately leads to my overall message to you all. It's obvious that Black and brown people are portrayed as villains within this world, and if we are consuming media at such an alarming rate such as this is all we perceive evil or negativity to be. Oftentimes in the media, tourists are depicted as Black or brown people, when it has been proven that most of the terrorists within our country have been domestic. It's been white, European or of European descent terrorists who have been attacking our land, have been attacking our people. And through media, we are trained to see evil within the skin of Black and brown people, which has ultimately resulted in, I believe, violence and even the justification of violent behavior towards them, which ultimately just pushes the power of white supremacists, which have been the rulers of our land since they colonized it. But overall, my message to you all is to really think about the media you have been consuming lately. Think about if this is morally correct. Think about if this is right. You know what I mean? Think about what you are consuming. Your brain is very powerful. Being that media is overall most of which has shaped our mindset, have shaped most of our beliefs, shaped our parents' beliefs, shaped the parents before them. We must think about how it is normalizing such violent behavior towards minorities within this world, such as the LGBT plus community, the indigenous peoples, the Latinx community, the Black and brown, just overall people who are honestly not straight, white, upper to higher class, and anything beyond that. We have to start thinking about what we are putting in our mind and what we are believing to be true in this world. And honestly, all I really want to say is, or acknowledge, is that y'all, we are human beings. Like, if you don't understand anything, if you are scared of something, talk to someone, build a relationship. I mean, honestly, like, if you really think about it, anything that we have learned has either been taught or given to us by another source, whether that's media, whether that's a person, whether that's something that, like, honestly, if you think about it, from birth, we are open to any and everything within this world. We are loving, we are, we are humans. Like, everything beyond that has been taught and learned. Like, so I am asking for, if you have any biases or any previous teachings regarding anything hateful, please restructure, reconsider that, because at the end of the day, we all gonna die a skeleton. We all look the same. Like, we just bones, honestly. And anything beyond that is just socially constructed, if you think about it. So please, yes, think about that. So if you are interested in this conversation at all, please comment below of anything you're thinking about. If I am wrong in any way, or if you've seen the documentary, or even about if you've experienced or seen stuff within the media portraying people, or Black and brown people, or any person within the minority community as evil, as villains, as dehumanizing a human. Please comment below and let's begin this conversation. Of course, like always, I would like to say thank you for watching. much love to the people viewing this and the people beyond this screen, beyond this world. Hoping that this message meets you well. And until next time, much love and thank you.